Welcome to another episode of Tinkerine Experiments. In this episode, we'll be trying to use drywall compound to smooth out our prints. I was curious if you could use drywall compound to fill in the gaps of 3D printed prints, like how you would fill in the gaps on your drywall if you scratched it up or something. So I thought we'll try it out. We'll take a bit of drywall compound out of the bucket and then we'll start applying it onto our 3D printed model. We'll try to leave a very thin layer of compound on the print and hopefully spread it evenly across all the surfaces. This is actually really hard to apply evenly onto a print. It's so thick. I guess I can water it down, but I want it to sink into the gaps, so I'll hold off on that. Once we have coated it sufficiently, we'll let it dry. The instructions recommend at least 24 hours, so we'll let it rest. After it's dry, we'll sand it down really quick. This reminds me of working with wood filler. Once we have sanded it down completely, we'll take a closer look at it. It looks like it is pretty smooth and the drywall compound has filled in all the gaps in the print which I was looking for. But we'll find out whether or not it turns out nicely after we spray a coat of paint on it. Initially, I thought it looked pretty good from afar, but let's take a closer look at it. It doesn't look too bad. You still see the sanding lines from earlier. It was definitely harder to sand the inside of this print, which explains the unevenness, but I guess it doesn't look too bad. Some parts look a lot more smoother than the other parts. Let's take a look at the cube. We can still see some layer lines on the cube, but you can barely feel them. Well, there we have it. We tried to use drywall compound to smooth out our print and it actually came out alright. It's like working with wood filler, but in my opinion this was a lot harder to work with than wood filler. It took a while to apply it onto the print and it took 24 hours for it to dry. So the process is actually a lot longer. The results came out not as good as I hoped, but it doesn't look too bad. If we combine the method with a coat of primer, it'll probably cover all the sanding marks as well and come out a lot nicer. Before I end, I just want to remind everyone about Tinkerine U. The platform has a lot of teaching resources like 3D printing courses, STEAM challenges, and CAD tutorials. So be sure to check it out. That's the end of our experiment. If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you did not, then a thumbs down below. Remember to subscribe and comment on what experiments you would like to see in the future. Thank you for watching. Tinker out.